Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. I definitely want to deliver this message. Yesterday, I spent about 3-4 hours sitting watching my sister, who's in the hospital, has cancer, at the ending stages of it, I'm guessing. Organs shutting down. She just didn't look like my sister. And to sit there and see her trying to catch her breath and fight her sleep, seeing her hallucinating, talking to people or seeing people, it dawned on me, because I had my oldest sister this is a sister on my father's side, but my oldest sister on my mother's side, as soon as I walked in, because she died a few years ago, maybe 6 or 7, 8, 9 years ago, or something like that. But anyway, as soon as I walked in the hospital yesterday, I was reminded of her. And instantly I felt, not death, but I wasn't feeling confident about any good results. But anyway, as I sat there and watched my sister literally trying to catch her breath and live, I heard her say, "I'm not ready to go." And it dawned on me when I got home, like, it's people out here that's fighting for their lives, fighting for another day, another chance, another opportunity to get it right. Fighting. And here we are, so many of us, myself included, pretending as if we're dead because we lost something. We think life is over because somebody left our lives. It's just devastating. It's no more. We live in a state of death when we're alive. And you have people that are on their deathbeds that are begging and dying, literally dying to live. So I ask you, are you dying to live? Are you ready to die? If you're ready to die, then just say that, admit it. But if you're ready to live, say that and admit it as well. When you're in a spiritual awakening process, and this is for chosen ones, when you are going through that spiritual awakening process, there's a space that you're going to get through. I call it the spiritual abyss. And inside this spiritual abyss, it's going to be dark as fuck. You're going to feel so alone. It's as if God has left you. You are by yourself. And of course, that's not true, even though it feels that way. But it's not true. But inside that abyss is where you're shaped and molded. This is where you are created to remember who you actually are. This is where things are stripped from you. The anointing, your oil is pressed out of you. Just think of an olive. The olive is pressed until the anointing, the oil, comes out. And then when you get the oil bottled in a jar, you got some nice olive oil. And olive oil is expensive, especially the good kind. Trust me, I know. I love olive oil. It's so good. In that spiritual abyss, we begin to believe that we're dying. And we're actually not. It is actually where we're given life. This is where we're actually being put together, shaped and molded and produced, and to be able to produce what we were supposed to. So when you're in that spiritual abyss, this is the opportunity for you to get close with yourself, to understand who you are, to understand your own power and authority, and to see for yourself if you can do it. God will remove everything that is a distraction from you. And in this spiritual abyss, I'm telling you, it'll seem like you are by yourself. You will have suicidal thoughts. You could. You will absolutely lose everything. You might end up homeless. Hell, living in your car, living with somebody else. Or you might anything could happen. Sickness could come upon you. Yeah, people just die and leave you, and it could just be insurmountable repeatedly, just everything. No money. You could be living in poverty. Your business may not be taken off. Your relationships may not be healthy. There is something it's a lot going on, because you are being stripped and being shaped and molded in the wilderness. You are in the valley. The dwellers in the valley. Are you a dweller in the valley? Meaning you sit there, you ponder on where you are. Being a dweller in the valley prevents you from reaching the promised land. So instead of dwelling on the valley, dwell on where you want to go. Pay attention to where you are and realize that if you want to get out of this dark space, you have to have faith, and you have to have faith, and you have to trust the process. And here's the secret: while you're in that dark space, you will not get out until you get to that level of having faith and trusting, because that's what's going to get you through. That's what gets you through that dark space. Trusting the process. Surrendering is how you do it. So if you don't surrender to the process of what's going on in your life, if you continue to fight what's leaving and fight the process and everything that's going on, you're going to be hurt. You're going to be left behind, and you're going to be hurt. So you are not dying. This is not punishment. It is life being given to you. You just have to make the choice of whether you want to live life or do you want to live death. Because we have life. You woke up this morning. It's some people that didn't. And again, I remind, not to mention my brother just passed away 2 weeks ago. I remember when my kid's father, my first husband, died when COVID first started. It's been 5 years, 5 years ago. That fucked me up. At that moment then, I chose to live, and I forgot I let it slip. COVID allowed me to go back into that depressive state and let it slip. But you have to understand, in that spiritual awakening process, you will stay there as long as you need to. But you'll be protected, though. That's the good thing about it. You are protected. So any weapon that's trying to form against you, it shall not prosper. In this space, it shall not prosper. But you have to have faith, and you have to believe. You got to start living. So what is it that you need to do right now, today, that you can transform and change your mind and your life? If you're a business owner, work on your brand. Does your brand need to be tapped into, revamped, paid attention to? If you're in a broken marriage, look at the relationship you have with yourself, and look at the relationship you've had with your parents. What is connecting your parents' relationship with this relationship's relationship? If that makes sense to you. So if your parents were abusive and doing things, how does that relate to your broken relationship? Compare, pay attention, look at the things that are going on in your life. The universe is speaking to us all the time. And guess what? We are microphones. Everything we say, everything we feel, everything we do, the universe is listening to us too. So if you want healing, you have to heal. You have to go through the process of healing. And in that spiritual awakening process, healing, that shit hurts. Being a chosen one, that shit hurts. But guess what, chosen one? Even though it hurts, it's part of your assignment, because it's there to shape and mold you. It is there to shape and mold you. It is there to shape and mold you. You are dwellers in the desert. As long as it takes for you to be molded, you are a dweller in the desert. Stop living dead. Stop living dead. There are people out here that are fighting to be in your position. Another day, another opportunity. I wish, like, I don't have my father. I wish I could have my relationship with my daddy again, but he's not here. But I can't dwell on the fact that he's no longer here, but I can dwell on the fact that his memories are still with me, and I still have life, and I can enjoy it. Stop being dwellers of the desert. Stop living dead. Go after your dreams. If you need help figuring out what it is that you need to do, book a session with me. Go on Google, hell, AI. Figure out something, because one day you won't be here. And what is it that you want to leave behind as far as your memory? What do you want to be known as when you leave this world? What do you want to be known as? Start working on creating that lifestyle for yourself today. Go after your dreams. I beseech you, go after your dreams. And again, if you struggle with figuring out what that is, then definitely come to my event, July 27th. I'm doing a brand breakfast. I keep saying breakfast. It's brunch. I keep saying breakfast brunch. I don't even think that exists, but it's a brand brunch. It's going to help you develop and strengthen your brand so that you can get in front of your target audience and start creating the sales and building the business that you want. Maybe you are an entrepreneur and you're struggling with connecting with your clients, and you just need to figure. Maybe you just need help trying to figure out what your brand is. Again, if you're trying to figure out who you are, if you need to understand how to build your brand story, all of that is in there. Your target audience, your brand's message, the voice, everything that you need to do to create and build your six-figure legacy. You can meet me at this brunch, and we'll take care of that. Yesterday was the last day for early bird prices, so it's the regular price now. But if you want to transition and change your life, you've got to stop living dead. Do something. Change whatever is not working. Live your life. Live your life. Take that step. Stop being scared. Take that step. Live your life. Live your life. There is nothing that's too impossible for you to achieve when you put forth the effort and you believe that you can. All you need to do is surrender and allow